Today we're going to compare the Nuna Triv LX and the Cybex Balios, two terrain-capable mid-sized models that have quite different advantages and disadvantages with relation to child comfort, ease of use, durability, and driving characteristics. And beginning with the Triv LX, the model clocks in at 10 kilos and folds down to 42 by 58 by 68.5 centimeters with the seat attached. It can carry 22 kilos in the seat and 10 in the underslung shopping basket. When it comes to child comfort, the LX's seat is adjustable between a nicely upright position and a newborn acceptable near-flat recline, while size-wise, it has an inside width of 31 centimeters, a length for the sitting surface of 96, determined by adding up the lengths of the backboard, baseboard, and leg rest, and a total longer length of 104 when folding down the leg rest and using the front frame mounted footrest. As far as other aspects of the seat are concerned, the LX's textiles are premium feeling and well padded. There's ventilation both in the canopy as well as via a large mesh window in the seat back beneath a removable liner, and the harness is easy to use, with no rethread shoulder straps and a magnetic buckle. With regards to sun coverage, the LX's canopy is adequate for the most part when extended, though I'd note that there are uncoverable mesh panels in the extended section that will still let light in, and also that, when the seat's fully reclined, coverage may be a bit insufficient for newborns. For the newborn period, in addition to just using the seat, the LX comes with post adapters that are compatible with car seats from a variety of brands, and the model also has a few bassinet options available. Moving on to parent comfort, the LX's handle is adjustable between 98 and 109 centimeters in height, while the shopping basket is decently sized and easy to access due to its wide entry point. With regards to folding, the LX is a very easy setup, involving only flipping the seats forwards and yanking up on the central strap to fold the model down to a self-standing package that's easy to carry by that same strap. As far as the feel of using the LX goes, while the chassis isn't loose in its connection points right out of the box, that combination of being relatively full-sized but still lighter weight makes the LX feel pretty fragile, with a propensity to bend and strain quite a bit when steering or curb popping, especially when used with an older child. At the same time, the LX's wheels are quite large, 11.5 inches in the back and 8 in the front, and suspension is also nicely noticeable, which allows the model to make it over stuff like harder cobblestones or traverse off-road conditions that one would normally need a heavier and more durable model for. And while this can be a positive thing if you just need this ability occasionally for shorter periods, it's important to note that overdoing use in such conditions, in my opinion, is likely to lead to rapid loosening of the chassis. Moving on, the Balios clocks in at a heavier 11.7 kilos and folds down to a larger 45 by 60 by 77.5 centimeters with the seat attached. It can take the same 22 kilos in the seat and 10 in the underslung shopping basket. Looking at child comfort, the Balios' seat is also adjustable between a similarly upright position and a newborn acceptable recline, while size-wise, it's a little narrower at 28 centimeters, but longer both in terms of the length of its sitting surface at 99, as well as when using the front frame mounted footrest at 108, where the primary difference here is the length of the backrest, 56 centimeters on the Balios versus 52 on the LX, which gives the Balios an edge when it comes to headspace. As far as other aspects of the seat go, the textiles on the Balios are durable and decently padded, though do feel a little less premium than the LX's in my opinion. And while the harness also has nice features and no rethread shoulder strap adjustment and a one-pull tightening mechanism, it's not quite as comfortable to use as the LX's magnetic setup. In addition, the Balios also has less inbuilt ventilation, provided only via a mesh peekaboo window, though the canopy does extend further than on the LX, providing better sun coverage, and doesn't have any uncoverable mesh panels. For the newborn period, in addition to also having a flat recline, the Balios has car seat adapters available that are compatible with the same range of seats as with the LX, and can also attach the Lux bassinet. Moving on to parent comfort, the Balios has an essentially identical range of handle height, while its shopping basket is similarly sized and also quite comfortable to access. Folding the Balios is also a relatively easy one-handed process, and the model similarly stands when folded, though the need to follow the handle down when folding does make for more bending, and even though there's a carry handle on the underside of the seat, the larger folded size, higher weight, and the fact that the seat frame opens a little when lifting the model by that handle all make the Balios feel a bit more clunky in my opinion when it comes to lifting and carrying. As far as the feel of using the Balios goes, other than a little more looseness in the handle right out of the box, the Balios has a significantly sturdier and more substantial feel than the LX, where its thicker bars in particular make it much more durable for holding up in the long run. Wheel size is slightly smaller on the Balios, 10.6 inches in the back and 7 in the front, but shock absorption is even better, and with its stronger build, it's definitely a preferable choice in my opinion if you have to tackle rougher stuff like old-style cobblestones or off-road conditions regularly, especially if you don't always use a car to get around and will likely be out and about on foot for longer periods daily. So which one of these should you get then? In my opinion, the Triv LX's lighter weight and easier fold can make it better suited for parents with heavily car-based lifestyles, while the Balios' stronger chassis makes it a preferable choice for parents who get around a lot on foot, or who have off-road areas where they're likely to stroll regularly. Price is also a factor here, with the Triv LX generally costing around $750, while the Balios can be as low as $500, and with its sturdier build quality, I do feel that the Balios delivers a bit more value relative to cost. In any case, we hope you found this video interesting, and if you did, please subscribe, as a sort of support really helps us to continue making videos in the future. If you'd like to know more about either of these models, we have standalone reviews that go into a lot more detail, and links have been added in the description. In addition, if you're currently shopping for a stroller, we have a buyer's guide on our Patreon page which lists a wide range of models that we recommend, with a lot of technical and lifestyle related information. You can find it by following the link in the description as well. Thank you.